Hello, today we're baking ribs for Memorial Day. I make my ribs two parts. We have a wet part, we have a dry part. Put the wet part on, put the dry part on, put them in the oven for a very long time. So right now we're going to make the wet part. I usually use Dijon mustard, don't have any. So we're going to take a little bit of yellow mustard. Put it in here. This yellow mustard is at least 3 years old.
Let's check the date on that.
Take a little garlic, throw it in there.
It's still good till November.
Take a little liquid smoke, a very little amount. Put in there. Take a little honey.
See what he calls a little.
Put it in there. Mix it up. But okay. So there's our wet part. Our dry part. Basically, you want half and half of paprika and brown sugar. Give it a little sweet, a little tang. That's going to be way too much brown sugar because I don't have all that much paprika. So cook doesn't clean in our house, so it's really easy to cook because you don't have to worry about things like making a mess. So
That's part of his creation, is creating a very large mess.
That's what we're really doing here. A little bit more brown sugar. Alright, that's the base for our dry rub. We also like black pepper. We're weird. We like a lot of cumin. Usually sometimes up to 25% cumin, but a lot of people think that's a little overkill. We like a little salt. And that's about it. Alright, step 2, we're going to process the ribs. What that means, we're going to rinse them, we're going to cut off some of the silver skin, and then we're going to put the wet and dry. Just rinse off some of that liquid. Get a good look at where your skin is at. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to peel off as much of this silver skin as we can. Okay, here's the silver skin we were talking about. It's just like a chewy membrane. It's on the back of the ribs. You can pull that off and it'll just make them a little bit easier to eat. Like I said, some people leave them on, but it makes it for a better serving experience if you take it off. But you can see this is pretty tough stuff that you just don't want to eat. And if you don't get it all, just serve the parts that have it to the people that came unexpected or unannounced. The neighbor that saw you grilling the ribs, or the neighbor that smelled the delicious food. You give them the stuff that's not very good and they won't come bother you again. So good enough. Good enough. Now on this side, we don't look too bad. You want to keep a little fat because you're going to cook this so long that the fat's going to like dissolve and turn into really good flavor. So now I'm going to pat this dry, wash my hands one last time, throw my gloves back on, and we'll show you how to get this going. So now we're going to season the meat before we put it in. Just a few notes. This was $9. $3 a pound, so it's about 3-pound rack of ribs, baby back style. Even though we're in St. Louis, these are just regular old baby back ribs. And the important things are to season both sides. A lot of people think you just need to season the top, and you do want to focus on the top, but we want to season both sides. So what we do is you put a little bit of the mustard down, rub that in. And this will help the dry rub to stick a little bit better. Flip it over, you can see that nice smooth side. Put the rest of it on. Make sure to get the tips or the ends of the bones. Now for the dry stuff, we're gonna into the pores, flip it over. We're gonna and as we're going to put this in a 225-degree oven. You can put it on a broiler if you want for like 20 minutes. Put the oven back on 225. Really get this worked in there. We're going to start cooking it with the top down. Let some of that fat start to soften. Get rid of some of the excess fat that we don't want. And then about halfway through the cooking, we'll flip it back over. The last 30 minutes of cooking, we'll brush on some barbecue sauce, which I still need to make. Here's a shot of our homemade barbecue sauce. We'll make an official video soon, but right now I can tell you it has coconut aminos, dates, tomato sauce, chili powder, cumin, black pepper. What else does it have, babe? Pineapple.
Apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar, and more to come. So be on the lookout for this video. It's delicious. Grab some moisture. Here's what they look like on the other side. Oh, they look delicious. Rub the sauce on, and we'll see you back in 30 to 45 minutes.
So here is the final product. Thanks for all of you who have served. We hope that everyone has a wonderful and safe Memorial Day. See you next time. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. To subscribe, you just need that YouTube account, and you can subscribe and it'll notify you when we have our videos. But happy Memorial Day, everyone.